Good morning to everybody. First of all, let me thank you, the Mind the Bridge Foundation, for this big opportunity that we've got to be here. And let me introduce myself. I am Massimiliano Basciano, and I am associate producer at Pervactive. What is Pervactive? Pervactive is an innovative, massive multiplayer online game company. But now, to be sure of being very clear, I would like to ask you if any of you know about massive multiplayer online games. Who knows? Raise your hands up. Well, actually, it's a good result. I mean, maybe 10% of the audience know about massive multiplayer online game. But to be clear, let me give you a short definition of what a massive multiplayer online game is. A massive multiplayer online game is a video game by which thousands of players together at the same time can share an alternate reality experience, being connected to an online persistent virtual worlds. And who we are? We are a team made by Giuliano Pistolesi, our CEO, Perla Puggi, Mario Paolucci, Gabriella Maddaloni, myself, and lately we joined the Topics development program. In our team, we are trying to mix up skills such as artificial intelligence experience, research experience, other technical skills as software development skills, marketing skills, and strategy management skills. We are trying to mix up those skills in order to solve a market problem. What is this problem? This problem is to better satisfy our customers' needs. What are the needs of our customers? The needs of our customers are to feel intense emotions, to connect the virtual and the real worlds, to affect the storytelling in the worlds in which they're playing, to customize payments, and to live parallel identities. How do we do that? We do that having lifelike virtual characters inside our games that also play with you. You play with them, but they play with you. We have a cross-platform and location-based approach. We use an alternate reality game setting. We have an user-friendly pricing. And then we have also online virtual worlds, like other services do. For example, you can think about Second Life. Actually, now, I acknowledge that some questions may arise about these needs. And probably the first question arising is about how big are those needs. To tell you how big those needs are, I can show you how big the market is. The total video games market, it's almost 66 billion euros, while our target market, which is made by the two segments of online and mobile of the two game genres of massive multiplayer and role-playing game, it is almost 3 billion euros. Moreover, I can add that the online and the mobile segments are the two fastest growing segments, and that at the moment they are served separately from our competitors. And who are our competitors? Our competitors, we can use 4 factors to identify them. 4 factors that which correspond to the tools that we use. And we can exclude the 5th tool, the persistent online virtual world, because actually it's a feature that even other kind of web services are, for example, Second Life. So we can use the first 4 tools as factors to benchmark with our competitors. First of all, we took the 2 leaders of the 2 segments of the mobile segment of massive multiplayer and the online segment. But as you can see, even if they are, I would say, medium companies, both Gameloft and NCSoft do not use any of the tools that we use to satisfy our customers' needs. Then another very interesting competitors for us is Gameforge. Why it is interesting to us? Well, they're really interesting to us because they created the browser game genre. And actually, for us, they are like an example. We would like to do like them and create a new game genre, which will be the Pervasive massive multiplayer online game genre. They also use a business model which is very close to ours. Another very interesting competitor to us is Marcel. It's a company based in the US. They are a small company. At the moment, they have something like €1 million of revenues. They use a business model which is close to ours, which is a free-to-play model with a virtual item mall in which you can buy virtual items, but if you want, otherwise you can play for free. And they also have a limited cross-platform approach, but they go only on PC and mobile with Windows operating systems. While Pervactive has a fully extended cross-platform approach. So we are able to go both on PC and mobile, and in the future also on the interactive TV. We use a mixed reality approach and location-based system to mix the two realities. I mean, to mix the virtual world and the real world. We have artificial intelligence-based virtual characters, which means that virtual characters inside the game also proactively interact with you. For example, they can have a profile on Facebook, and they could be friends of you on Facebook, and you can interact with them. And we use a business model based on the free-to-play concept plus a virtual item mall. Then, what's our request in order to, I would say, fight our competitors and win this market? Well, we are looking for 700,000 euro. We will use this amount of money in order to develop a new 3D engine, in order to make marketing and promotion investments, which are quite important in this kind of market. And we will use part of this money to develop more titles, to develop more and more pervasive, massive multiplayer and online playing games in order to satisfy the different needs of the customers that can be more interested in fantasy genres or in social gaming genre or other genres. And what are the results that we aspire to have? Well, we aspire to get something like 40 million euro within 3 years. Actually, I acknowledge that the growth path of these figures is hardly believable. But I think that we can do something like that. Because the market is really big. And I'm really, really excited about this market opportunity. And I hope that my presentation excited some of you as well. But before leaving you time for questions, I would like to show you a brief video of our first product, which is now online in the beta version and which will be released in the gold version on the 30th of November. Can I have the video, please? Okay, thanking you for your attention. Let me conclude by quoting a nice song of this summer. I got a feeling that this game would be the right game. Thank you.
Thank you. It's time for questions. I would recommend you to stay right here.
Yes, yes. Let's just move into...
Any questions?
A question related to the game that we just saw. The actual graphics seems a bit primitive, so not so advanced. And I hear that you want to do mixed reality, right? So,
yes.
And I would like to understand how much investment you need to do the mixed reality, because if indeed you plan to have the revenues that you show, it's likely that you need a number of developers, and especially you need to improve the feeling of the game. And so I wonder, I assume that you have a business plan and you carefully evaluated the fact that you, with 700,000, you can address the market that you're talking about. Okay.
Many thanks for your questions. It's really interesting questions because it opens to a particular topic of this game genre. In this game genre, the graphic is not a competitive factor, first of all. Because, of course, we are not competing with, for example, PlayStation 3 or Xbox. And the mixed reality approach is something more related to the fact that a player can affect the storytelling, can have can speak with, can talk with artificial intelligence-based characters, can change the world by making action in this world. So it's the mixed reality is a concept which is different from the virtual reality. So that the graphic is not a, I would say, is not a big issue for us. Because if you see games made by our competitors, those games in some cases are two-dimensional games, you know. So while we now have what it is called in this sector 2.5D, so which is an isometric 3D approach. And actually, part of the money, to complete my answer to your question, part of the money that is in our request will be used to improve our graphic engine, so to get a real 3D approach. So I can say that even if it is not a big issue in this kind of market, we thought about it, and now we are working on improving. Did I answer your question?
Any other question or comments?
Do you have any famous video game in your portfolio, or you develop a new video game? And how time take you develop a new video game? Okay,
so if I'm really understanding the question, you're asking me if we have already made some video games. Okay, no, this is our first massive multiplayer online role-play game, which is about football. Okay, we thought about having some kind of licenses from, for example, films or other stuff, but in the future. About the time that we need to develop a new game, at the moment I can say that we need no more than 3 months, because we spent 3 years working on the platform, working on the engine, and we also have a patent on this engine. This engine covers all the aspects, I would say, because it covers both the business model, so that the payment, we have the way for the billing, for the billing and the payment. We have a part of our platform which manage all the graphics. We have a part of our platform which manage the artificial intelligence baked the characters, apart from the narration system. So actually, I can say it's really modular. Okay, so we just need to change the concept, and in few months, less than 3 months, we can have a new title. And our titles roadmap, in our titles roadmap, we are thinking to issue 7 titles in 3 years. The first titles is now going on the market. The second and third titles will go on the market in 2010, and then we have 4 more titles. And at the moment, we have already registered trademarks on 15 titles. 15 concepts are already registered.
Last question there.
What is the age bracket of the users of this game, and who is the youngest person in your team in terms of age?
Okay, thank you for your questions. So the age bracket is from 15 years old guys till 35 years old guys. But there are a few players even in their 50s or in their 60s, and a few players that are still a child. About the youngest person in our team, we have Valerio Savino, which is a real good developer, and now he's 21. And he joined us when he was 19.
Perfect.